Hello, everyone, and welcome to another problem-solving session in the series. We're still talking about the just concluded first round of the Nigerian National Olympiad. So let's go to the second geometry problem. And for those of you that might be wondering, because I hardly say my name in videos, I'm Meso Machimachuku in Nigerian. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. So let's go on to the second problem. Okay. So we can see that we're looking for x and we're giving some nice values. So what are the things we can see, we can observe? First things we can observe is that opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So it means their cosine, the sum of their cosine values will be equal to 0. So if we say this angle here is theta, so this angle here is going to be 180 minus theta. So basically, once you see this question, that's one of the first things that should just come to your mind. So let's dive straight on to that. So cosine theta is equal to negative of cosine 180 minus theta. Okay? So we apply cosine rule. So cosine theta is equal to what? So we have 32 squared plus 35 squared minus 35 squared. So that's, for those of you that may not really know cosine rule, so if we have a triangle ABC, and we have a C, so later the triangle. So cosine C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2AB. Okay, so that's a nice formula. So we apply that here. So all over 2 into 32 times 35. So this is equal to what? So these two will cancel out. So we have 32 squared all over 2 into 32 times 35. So when we simplify this, we have 16 over 35. Okay? And cosine 180 minus theta. So this from triangle, remember we're looking at triangle ABC here. And cosine 180 minus theta is so we apply that cosine rule again to the triangle. So I'm going to look at triangle CBD. Okay, so cosine 180 minus theta. So we have x squared plus x plus 1 squared plus, so this should be negative, so minus 35 squared all over 2 into x times x plus 1. Okay, so we equate this to the negative of cosine theta. So this is equal to minus. So not forget your minus sign. No, minus can mess us up a lot in mathematics, but as Special Maths Academy, we try to remember a minus sign. Okay, so we just go into a bit of algebra here. Okay, so now we have this equation. So I can erase this and just do the algebra on the right-hand side of the board. Okay. So we have x squared plus 2x plus 1. So x plus 1 all squared is a popular binomial expansion. Now 35 squared all over 2x into x plus 1 equals to negative 16 over 35. Okay, so we have we can cross multiply and make our life easier. So this here simplifies to 2x squared plus 2x. Okay, so we can cross multiply. So we have 35 into 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 35 squared is equal to negative 16 into 2x into x plus 1. Okay, so I have a 70x squared plus 70x. Okay, so 1 minus 35 squared. We can use difference of two squares to simplify this because I like making my life easier. So this is 34, right? This is negative 34 times 36. That is, this is equal to 1 minus 35 and 1 plus 35. Okay, so I'll just put, so negative 35 into 34 times 36. And here we have, so this in the bracket here is equal to 2x squared plus 2x. And so we have negative 32x squared, negative 32x. Okay. Okay, so now we move on. So we have 102x squared plus 102x minus 35 into 34 times 36. Okay, so equals to 0. So 102 doesn't look so inviting. So those of us that are used to this will see immediately that 102 is 34 times 3. So we can just factor 34 into 3x squared plus 3x minus 34 into 35 times 36 equals to 0. So we can divide through by 34. So we have 3x squared plus 3x minus 35 times 36 equals to 0. Okay. So basically we want to factorize this, and we have 35 times 36, which is 5 times 7 times 3 times 12. Okay. And so basically we want okay, so we look at this, we have 5 times 7 times 3 times 12. Okay, so but rather than going into this, we can see that we can still divide again by 3. So to have a quadratic x squared plus x minus 35 times, because when we divide 36 by 3, that is 12. So give us 0. Okay, so now we want to let me just erase this part at the top. So we want to solve this quadratic equation. So x squared plus x minus 12 times 35 equals to 0. So 12 times 35, this can be simplified. This is 4 times 3 times 5 times 7. So we see that this 20 times 21 gives 12 times 35. So it's the same thing. So we can move on, and we can get that this is the best way to represent this such that it is factorizable. Okay, so this is x into x plus 21, and then minus 20 into x plus 21 equals to 0. So we have x plus 21 into x minus 20 equals to 0. And so we have x is equal to 20 or negative 21. But since x is, the length of the side, so it's going to be a positive value. So we have our d looking at us. And this is a good time to smile in the exam hall. So for those of you that are in the exam hall, yeah, I didn't write the exam, but I think the problems were quite interesting. So don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and also feel free to leave comments on other ideas you have about going about these problems. Okay, so see you in the next video.